Eugene, as you can see how this is a South African car, I'll buy these shoes and buy this hat. Sure, Buffett. You see, today we're gonna be bringing out our inner South African, because today we're checking out the brand new Polo Vivo Life. We are,
but this is just on a whole new level.
TVEC.
This is a performance car after all, so you'd expect it to be a lot more rough in terms of ride.
Reactions.
Yo!
Reviews.
Handmade engineering underneath this monster.
Messing around.
4 liters of fuel. Eugene, you're paying for this.
It's crazy. I'm not gonna have enough.
Like, comment, subscribe, enjoy.
You join me in the VW Polo Vivo.
You join
Life.
us. You join us.
Yeah,
There's an
join
us in
us.
that.
Yes.
There's an us in that
Guys,
statement.
It's been a long day so far.
Yeah. But how does it feel like in the comfort? Driving just
Easy
normally.
to drive.
It's such an
Very
easy
easy to
car.
drive. There's a beautiful Audi.
That is such a nice
My
article.
soul.
Yeah, you guys won't see that, but there was one.
Are we going left? Yeah.
No, we go straight.
Next one. Yeah.
Exactly. This is our good friend Ayanda, who
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah. He's helping us out today.
he's helping us out today.
But
From
staying along.
VW 4 years, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Again, thank you to VW Fourways for giving us this wonderful car.
Mhm.
And yeah, you can get a Polo Vivo now. The baseline trend is coming in at 236,000 Rand. And this is the Vivo Life. So it's going to start roughly around that 250 mark before you have added options or extras, which is really cheap. One of the cheapest new cars you can still buy in the country. Now, some of its competition, something like a Suzuki Swift or Renault Clio that you may be looking at instead of this, how do they compare?
Yeah.
Well, starting off with driving, the comfort of this car is superb.
Yeah.
It still feels very, very German inside of here. It still feels built well. It's got a purpose when it was built.
Yeah.
Some of these cars feel like they were kind of just put together in a factory and then sold as is. This, when you open and close the door or the boot,
The quality.
you still feel the Germanness in it. You still feel elements of something like a Golf or something like a baby A1. This is what that can still feel like inside.
You know what this is actually reminding me of? This is kind of reminding me of when my mother actually had a Polo Classic about, I can't believe I'm saying this, 13 years ago.
Yeah,
That's
a
how
long
long
time ago.
That's a very, very long time ago. That should give you clearance on how old we are. But yeah, when she had that, this is very much reminding me of how that actually drove comfort-wise.
To add to that, this is one of the few cars. It still has that original, those long
Yes.
ago engines.
Mhm.
Those
Yes.
1.4s, those original 1.4s. You can feel as you drive exactly. You don't get cars that do that.
Nah.
Yeah, not anymore.
They're slightly
From the
evolved.
interior to the exterior to the engines to the gearboxes,
It has evolved.
this is just an evolution. It's not
It's still the same engine.
a brand new
Still
thing.
that reliable, strong engine.
Yes.
VW just continues to make that and hasn't stopped. It's the original 1.4s.
Yeah.
And as we said, it's a very good company car.
Yes. Very good company, very good daily. And as you can hear, it's actually very quiet in here as well.
Yeah,
Very easy to drive.
because it's not a 3-cylinder Renault, not a 3-cylinder, but yeah.
And if you wanted something more performance biased or something with a better interior, there's another 3 trims above this trim. So if you wanted to spend a bit more, you're gonna get a bit more.
Yeah.
Eugene, get out the car.
Why?
It's time for the exterior shots, not the interior.
Ah, man.
And why are you wearing that silly hat?
Because I'm in a Polo. You need a Polo hat.
In order to look like you drive a Polo.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Well, speaking about looks, this is the new facelifted Polo Vivo Life.
It does look nice with all the black accents.
Yes, it's got the black extras optioned, which entail gives you a black roof, black side mirrors, really nice black alloy wheels,
Yep.
and a whole lot of black accents on the front of the car.
It's like they took elements of like a Golf and then they just put it
I
over
can
here.
see a Golf straight away in here with the new 8.5, which we haven't got yet, but should be getting, and I can see that straight away in the front end of this car. And as you can see, we aren't the only ones looking at it.
No,
everyone
is
who
looking
walks
at it.
past looks at the car, not because it's exotic, because it is a South African's car.
This is South
through and
Africa's
through.
car. Like, apart from like a 325 IS, this is
Yes.
the second to it.
Yes, full on.
And anywhere you take it, anywhere you go, you're gonna be getting whistles and thumbs up and everything.
Yeah, whether it's you being on the back end of somebody else,
Mhm.
or whether just you being a chilled guy in a Polo, you're gonna get looks.
You're definitely gonna get looks.
And I have to say, the back end still reminiscent of Polos and Polo Vivos, which is really nice. Still a really good looking car overall. Got a really nice line that runs across the entirety of the side of the car. And this black package really does help it.
especially the black roof, it does
Yes.
makes it look cooler.
Makes it look really cool.
It's the same in here.
Let me just,
Oh, we need to get into our positions.
yeah.
Yeah, this is how you're supposed to be.
We need to be the driver for the car. And being in a Polo, you have to be a Polo driver. That means brights always on, loud exhaust, lowered, and a sound system in the boot.
That's the typical Polo
Because you need to listen to your Amapiano on full blast in here.
driver. Hey, perfect. Yeah,
And
that's
it
smart.
is so easy inside of this car because the infotainment system is pretty easy to get along with.
Yeah, I mean, you have everything from Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Bluetooth. Everything that
And
a
if you
standard car has.
if you don't understand that, like I say, you got Bluetooth, you got USB music,
You even have vehicle information.
and you have a whole bunch of vehicle information as well, which you obviously won't look at because it's a Polo. It's going to last you a long time. And yeah, if you don't know what Polo interiors look like in general or how they drive, there's something wrong with you because clearly you haven't seen the one family member in your family that's had a Polo.
Yeah, I mean, every single one person has at least had a Polo in their life.
Yes, somebody's had one, whether it's you, your uncle, your aunt, your dad, your mom. Someone in your family has had a Polo. And the new Polos are no different. They're well built, well put together, have all you need in terms of being a Polo driver. And this is second from the bottom in terms of options or spec that you can get in the Polo Vivo.
Oh,
There's
wow.
still 3 specs above this, being the Auto Life. Then there's the 1.6 above that. And then on top of that, there is the GT line, which is everybody's favorite Polo Vivo.
The top of the range for this.
The top of the range 1 liter turbo. It is also the only turbocharged car out of the 5.
Ah, nice. At least also in here you get 2 cup holders, 12-volt socket, USB. That is to plug in the Android Auto actually,
Yes.
because it is not wireless. in
It's
this
not a
one.
wireless one.
5-speed manual, because there is also a 6-speed Tiptronic, obviously.
Yeah.
Manual handbrake.
Yep.
That still has to be.
It's still technically cool.
It's still technically good.
Just
yeah.
like you also have your analog gauge cluster with a small part being digital here to tell you how much fuel you've used because you're going to be racing everyone.
Yes.
And the distance you've traveled because you're going to be driving this car a lot.
And you know how it's a Polo? All the blank switches.
Yes.
That's how you
Because
know
there's
it's-
always something better.
There's always something better, exactly.
Now in the back of the Polo Vivo Life, and I have to say, even with the driver in full Polo mode with the seat as far back as possible, nearly, you still have legroom here and quite a decent amount of headroom. And in general, the car is quite nice in the back. Got really comfortable seats, it's quite spacious and really easy.
Now you join us at the back of the car in the boot space. Now, as you can see here, it is very spacious in here. You know, for people who are going to college, going to university, first-time drivers, this is very much a good car. And as well, as you can see how this is a South African car, I'll buy these shoes and buy this hat. Because obviously, Ascotani was driving this. If you're enjoying this video, make sure that you hit down below, click the subscribe button, click the like button, because obviously that helps us out a tremendous amount, as well as click the notification bell because you always get notified about reviews like this, and also because we are on the way to 15,000 subscribers. And when we do get to there, we have a genuine supercar waiting for you and us. We have finally swapped over, and sitting in here, giving you some enjoyment of
We're
pushing
being
this car.
Polo drivers.
Yes, I am
The
being a Polo
speed
driver.
limit in a Polo is at least 75 in a 60 zone.
Maybe.
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 We don't disclose that in honor of the Polo drivers and keeping them safe from the police. But yes, they
But-
don't stick to speed limits.
Yeah, but I can see what you are saying by this is still a German car.
Yes,
This is
still
very well built, put together, the quality is there. And
I mean, you're not losing anything if you don't buy a normal Polo and you get a Vivo trend,
yeah.
or trend line, I should say, or a Vivo trim of the Polo. You're not losing much in terms of it's still a VW at heart.
Yeah. So I just had to adjust that steering wheel because my tall torso was busy touching the flat bottom over here.
Your torso, you mean your legs?
Oh, my legs, yes. my legs were busy touching the flat bottom steering wheel that you get. That's the same
Yes.
thing on a Polo GTI.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So basically, what we're saying is save the money for the Polo GTI and get a Vivo.
Yeah, but in general, this is a very good car to drive. You know, even with some of the driving dynamics, it is a 1.4 cylinder naturally aspirated engine compared to the GT line, which is a 1 liter turbocharged.
You mean a 1.4 4-cylinder?
1.4.
You said a
didn't say that.
1.4 cylinder.
Okay. Yeah, I said just a 1.4 cylinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, power numbers are around 63 kilowatts, which is around 90 horsepower and 132 newtons of torque. And you feel that, like,
Yeah.
because of the size of it.
It's only coming in at around 1,500 kilos.
Yeah.
Kilograms, I should say, for those who don't
Kilograms.
understand that. And in terms of efficiency as well, because you're going to be driving this a lot, this car has an average efficiency of 5.9 liters per 100 kilometers.
That is very good. I mean, we even left the petrol station with like 70 Ks. We still have 70 Ks left.
Yeah, we put $100 in and we nearly tripled our range.
It's not like
And we haven't lost any.
You know, it's not
while
like
driving.
it's not like the SVR that we were in not so long
The
ago.
SVR. The SVR, you put 100 in and it goes down.
I swear, I literally saw the gauge cluster go down. I
Yeah.
swear.
And if, like I said, for the same reason, for comfort-wise, if you don't like these really nice decorated sport seats and you need a little bit more than the 1.4, VW also offers 1.6 liter 4 cylinders. And if you want the top of the line GT trim line, you get a 1 liter turbo as well.
I'm just enjoying this natural torque that you get.
Yes,
Because
naturally aspirated torque.
it feels linear.
Yes.
It feels very linear and very precise. Like you can actually, play around with it whenever you need the power and torque.
Yeah, and if you want it more fun and you want to be even more of a Polo driver, you can do suspension mods, some cool wheels and an exhaust and get the full experience. AMG GT.
And then when you're
And when you grow up a little bit more or you get that better job,
Yeah.
you get a GTR.
and then you hang out like this, like me. This is how you're supposed to have it. Oh, this is so good. This is very good. We'll catch you guys in a bit. Well, now we reach the end of the Vivo review. This is actually the first Polo on the channel,
Yes.
and it's
Not the first VW. We've actually done the Golf R, the Tiguan R, the Tiguan, the Touareg.
Yeah,
So,
we've done quite a lot of VWs.
We have an extensive amount of VWs on the channel. If you want, go check those out.
but obviously, this is the
this
one
is the car.
that South Africans all love and lust after.
Yes. You either love them or you hate them. There's no in between.
I'm an in-betweener.
Yeah.
I'm an in-betweener.
I think we are in the way that we love the car and what it offers, but sometimes we don't love the drivers that are up our backside while we're doing 130 on the hour.
Yeah, that is true. And,
But-
and has this actually made us more South African now?
It definitely has.
I know it has.
I know it has.
And I know, yeah, it
From
definitely
the
has.
Amapiano music to the seat way back to
Yeah.
the reliable VW engine and good VW build quality.
Yeah, it's
This
very
car's definite 8 out of 10, and I would recommend it if you're looking at a first inexpensive economy car.
good. Definitely. So I just like to give a massive thank you to VW 4Ways, or we should give a massive thank you to VW 4Ways for giving us this amazing Polo Vivo. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time.